Please do it. Welcome back to Kid Taj NBA. Guys, DeAndre Jordan is on the trade block. This is a guy that has been with the LA Clippers his entire career, and he's one of these guys that we think is young, and we're probably going to think he's young for a while, but he's really not that young anymore. I mean, he's 29 years old as of right now, and he was drafted in 2008. I mean, he's been in the league. This is his 9th year, I believe. And right now, his numbers are down from last year. They're looking decent, but they're not looking like above and beyond what we'd expect from DeAndre Jordan. And if you guys don't know, the reason DeAndre Jordan's on the trade block is because DeAndre Jordan is a guy in this league that good teams love. I mean, he's like your perfect center that will always help you win more games. He's not a number one guy. However, he is a great player that you're not going to give the ball to score. However, he just improves you in every category, basically. I mean, he makes your defense better. He makes your team better at rebounding. He finishes everything in the paint. He gives you a target down low to throw lobs up to, or a guy you give it to under the rim that will just dunk on somebody. He is so effective as a player that everybody wants their hands on a guy like DeAndre Jordan. I've been saying it for years. DeAndre Jordan is a guy that, you want your center to be like, because he does everything you need him to do except shoot. But he's not a scoring center. He's like the type of guy that you want your center to be like if he's not your number one guy. DeAndre Jordan is going to help your team win, and good teams need that. A lot of teams don't have a rim protector, don't have a huge guy down low to grab your rebounds, to score easy looks, to just be this all-purpose athletic center that doesn't shoot for you. So teams want this guy. And the teams that want this guy are the good teams. The teams that think that they can contend for a championship now or soon. Now, the LA Clippers, are they contending for a championship now or soon? Absolutely not. They have way too many injury problems. Yet again, Blake Griffin is going down with these injuries like every year, but especially this year because now he's out for a while. The team is already doing bad. And not only is your superstar Blake Griffin out, but literally your entire starting lineup, besides DeAndre Jordan, is injured right now. Their point guard, Milos Teodosic, however you say his name, he's out. He's been out for a while. And I think he's coming back within 5 or 10 games, but still a long time for the guy to be injured compared to the amount of games he's played. Patrick Beverley's out for the season. Danilo Gallinari's out right now. I don't know what his deal is, but he's been in and out of the lineup, I think, unless he's just been injured this whole time, but I think he should be coming back soon. I don't think he's going to be out that long. But Blake Griffin, he's out for months. And this team can't win without all those guys. They're not going to go to the playoffs this year. And after all these seasons of DeAndre being here, you start to think, look, is this team really built to win? Is this team really going to get us something? Because that's why we have DeAndre Jordan. That's what he's good for, to help this team, help a good team be great. That's his purpose. However, this team is far from good right now. It was built to be good. It looked like it was going to be pretty good at the beginning of the year, and everything looked okay for the Clippers until, everybody just gets hit with these injuries. It's like the LA Clippers curse coming back again. And now with DeAndre Jordan being 29 years old in his 9th season, and this season is just kind of, wasting away. Or, excuse me, no, this is his 10th season. I actually got that wrong. It's his 10th season. So, this 10th season for DeAndre Jordan is just going to be, he might put up some decent numbers, or he might, just do what he always does, but the team's not making the playoffs this year, and that's just another year in the books for this guy playing pretty good, but really not amounting to anything because he's one of these guys that helps a good team be great. This team's not good, like I keep saying. So, is it time for the Clippers to move on from DeAndre Jordan? If they're going to do this, it means they're pretty much sparking a huge rebuild, because what it means, trading away DeAndre Jordan, means it's saying, look, okay, we're not going to contend. We can't contend at this point, and trading DJ is like, okay, we're just going to start over. However, the big problem with this is what you did just a few months ago when you signed Blake Griffin to this huge 5-year extension. Yes, you could use Blake Griffin as the guy that you're building around for the future, but the problem with this is that Blake Griffin is 28 years old in his 8th season, and worst of all, he's injury prone as ever. He's one of the most injury prone players in the current NBA. I mean, he's literally out for months at a time every single year, it seems like. is this really the guy that you want to bank your future on? I don't know. So, look, if you trade DeAndre Jordan, are you really keeping Blake Griffin? How many of the guys that you have are you keeping? Are you keeping Gallinari? Are you keeping Lou Williams? Probably a lot of those guys are going to get out of there. And it's just really interesting to see what would happen with that team. At this moment, yes, he's on the trade block. A lot of teams are looking at him. I believe the teams looking at him right now are the Bucks, Raptors, Wizards, and Timberwolves. Those are 4 pretty good teams that can get a whole lot better, that can make their future look a whole lot brighter with the addition of DeAndre Jordan, because those are teams that seem like, overall, they're on the come up. They're at the top or near the top of their conference. So, obviously you look at the teams, it's like no bad team or just okay team is really going to want DeAndre Jordan. It's going to be teams that are above average trying to make their chances of winning a championship just a little bit better. And yeah, the guy would definitely help that, because he's one of these players, like I said, he's just going to make you better. Now, like I like to say, trades happen a lot less than rumors. I mean, when we see that a guy could be traded, what are really the chances of him getting traded? It's really not that much. I mean, and it takes a long time too, right? And this is something that, is annoying as hell about these NBA trade scenarios and rumors, is that when we hear a rumor about a player, even if we hear, oh, he's 100% gone, 100% going to be traded, we still don't know when. I mean, it could be months. It could be like next season or something like that. Except I'm not exactly sure when DeAndre Jordan's contract ends. I believe he signed on for another season. So I think that he would still be on the team if they don't get rid of him next year. I believe so. I would be very surprised if he wasn't, because I remember that whole thing went down with the Mavericks, and I don't think that was 4 years ago, because I think he signed a 4-year deal or a 5-year deal or something like that. So I believe he'd still be on the team, but like I said, you don't know when he's going to get traded. It could be any day, or it could be just like really long time in the future. So that's the problem with these things. But overall, in my opinion, should the Clippers trade DeAndre Jordan, you're kind of delaying the inevitable if you don't, because pulling the trigger on a trade kind of means you're pulling the trigger on a rebuild. I can't even see how you could call it not a rebuild. Think like you're going to get better by trading DeAndre Jordan. No, if you trade DeAndre Jordan, you're getting worse, and you're basically saying, look, we're rebuilding. But, that's one thing. Trading him is one thing, but the whole Blake Griffin thing is like a much bigger deal, because you just signed him to a big deal, and are you going to trade Blake Griffin too? Who really wants to take on Blake Griffin at this age, this point of his career, when he's facing these injury problems with that contract? I don't know. That's like a dilemma that you have to face. Are you really going to keep this guy? Are you really going to keep shooting for the stars every year? Do you really think that's going to work? I mean, essentially, they could just, come back next year with the same team and hope that everybody can, stay healthy. I guess that's like, you could say you're going to do that. And, pretty good chance they might do that. But do you really think that everything is just going to go your way? I mean, I think that it looks like it's a really low chance. I think guys don't really want to play for this team. I don't know if DeAndre Jordan wants to play for this team. He just hired a new agent. That's a big deal that I should have touched on earlier, but he just did that. So, I mean, you got to think that he doesn't want to really be there with the state of the Clippers, how long he's been there without really getting anything done. I mean, he does that all-star appearance, but besides that, what has he done in LA? Does he really want to stay there? I don't know, but I'm not exactly sure what to think about this. I mean, I think they should pull the trigger on that trade. I think it would just definitely be interesting for the NBA, and the Clippers they just got to rebuild. They just got to do it because I don't think they're succeeding with what they have, to tell you the truth. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Let me know what do you want to see a video on next. And yeah, peace out, y'all.